I didn't know how, and I was also afraid of men.
Really?
Oh yeah. I was afraid of men, yes.
What if the woman who turned baggy suits into legends and nervous laughs into Oscars never needed a ring to feel unbreakable? Diane Keaton died yesterday, October 11, 2025, at 79 in her Los Angeles home, slipping away quietly after months where even her inner circle didn't see the shadows closing in. Fans flooded X with clips of her gap-toothed grin, but amid the love, old debates flared. Why did she stand by a friend when the world pulled back? This isn't a tidy eulogy. It's the raw pulse of a life that dodged every script Hollywood handed her. A single mom who adopted at 50. An addict who owned her cravings. A lover who walked from flames without looking back. Diane didn't just skip the altar. She burned the map. And in her final days, as health rumors swirled and tributes poured, she left us wondering, what does it cost to bet everything on you? Picture a little girl in 1950s Santa Ana, wide-eyed at her mom Dorothy on a makeshift stage, crown gleaming under hot lights. Dorothy Hall, photographer, dreamer, had just won Mrs. Los Angeles for flawless pies and ironed aprons. To 9-year-old Diane, it was magic laced with dread. That glow faded fast. Dorothy traded canvases for casseroles, her stories shelved beside the flour sacks. She could have been anything, Diane later whispered in interviews, voice catching like a skipped record. A civil engineer dad kept the roof solid, but home hummed with Catholic rules and unspoken trades. Dreams for duty. Diane felt it young, that trap where women shrink to fit someone else's frame. Her sister Robin chased the arts too, but Diane? She vowed louder. No vanishing act for her. She'd chase spotlights, not spouses, even if it meant standing alone in the glare. That seed of steel? It rooted deep, twisting through every choice she'd make. But first, she'd have to claw her way to a stage that didn't care if you broke. Manhattan in 1968 buzzed like a live wire. Protests raging, free love in the air, and a 22-year-old Diane Hall fresh from community college. All gawky limbs and earnest eyes. She crashed into Hair, that nude scene scandal of a musical, but drew her line at the curtain call. $50 extra? No thanks. She'd sing, sway, bare her soul. Just not her skin. It was her first quiet roar. Take me as I am or watch me walk. Equity wouldn't let her join under Diane Hall. Another actress snatched it. So she grabbed her mom's maiden name, Keaton, like a flag. 5'7", with those soulful browns and a laugh that tripped over itself, she landed Woody Allen's Play It Again, Sam. 2 inches taller than the star, directors fidgeted. Then she read, words tumbling, awkwardness alight. Tony nod incoming. But glory cracked her open. A director eyed her frame. Lose 10 pounds, kid, or you're out. She did, then kept going, binging buckets of fried chicken and pies, purging in hotel sinks till her days blurred to shame. 5 years it clawed her. That secret rhythm of feast and flush, up to 20,000 calories swallowed then stolen back. Sick and creepy, she'd call it decades later on Dr. Oz, voice steady but eyes far off. Therapy cracked the cage, talking it out, owning the hunger. Yet in those stage shadows, Diane learned the real cost of fitting in. Pieces of you left behind. And right there, amid the footlights' flicker, Woody Allen leaned in. Rehearsals for Play It Again. Sam sparked it, his neuroses meeting her quirks like puzzle edges that shouldn't fit but do. Dinner turned to dates. Dates to a bond that outlasted labels. They weren't your glossy pair. No red carpets arm in arm, just scripts swapped over late-night calls. Her feeding his films her off-kilter pulse. Sleeper, 1973. Love and Death, 1975. She was his muse, all floppy hats and fearless folly. Then Annie Hall, 1977. A rom-com scraped from their bones. 150 minutes of tangents hacked to 93. Her wardrobe raiding her closet. Ralph Lauren vests, ties loose as her heart. Woody balked at first. Too sloppy. But let her lead. It swept Oscars. Picture, director, screenplay, and her best actress. That lobster scene still a gut punch of giddy ache. Romance fizzled by 78. But the friendship? Ironclad. Fast forward to 2018. Me Too storming. Dylan Farrow's claims against Woody surface again. Allegations of abuse from 92. Whispers online suggest Diane regretted her next move, but reports claim she stood firm. "Woody's my friend. I believe him," she tweeted, linking his old 60 Minutes defense. Fans split, loyalty or blind spot. In 2023, she called their work "something I'm proud of," even as collaborators like Scarlett Johansson distanced. It's the scar on her story. That fierce defense, painting her as outlier in a reckoning era. But that wasn't the fracture that nearly felled her. Deeper hungers waited, the kind no collaborator could feed. Fame's feast turned hollow fast. Post Annie Hall, Diane chased highs in bottles, 25 a week at peak, read after read till the room spun soft. Escape, she'd term it plainly in her 2017 memoir, Then Again. Not glamour, but gasp for air. Bulimia lingered too, a ghost from Broadway binges. TV dinners drowned in blue cheese, cakes demolished solo in dressing rooms. It peaked in the 70s, when every mirror mocked and every role demanded poise she faked. Skin cancer hit later, basal cell in 2017, spots lasered away after she dodged the doc at first, scared of the knife. "I lied to my specialist," she admitted, that old hiding habit flaring. But she beat it, emerging wry. Addict in recovery. Always will be. Those years blurred lovers and losses, her laugh echoing louder to drown the quiet. Recent months? Rumors paint a steeper slide. Health dipping sharp in 2024. Friends blindsided as she listed her Beverly Hills dream home that March, the one she'd sworn to die in. Last snaps, August 2024. Turtleneck sharp, bag swinging on Rodeo Drive. Reggie, the golden retriever, waiting home. Her final Insta? April 2025. Cuddling that pup beside Hudson Grace biscuits. Caption all cheer. No hints of the fade. Just Diane, curating joy like always. Yet whispers suggest isolation crept in. A reclusive turn no one clocked till paramedics rolled up Saturday morning. It makes you ache. The woman who lit screens dimmed alone. Men. They orbited like comets. Brilliant, burning, gone. Woody first. That intellectual tangle where love fed art but starved the everyday. "We were siblings in spirit," she'd muse. No heat left but embers of trust. Then Al Pacino, mid-Godfather haze. 72 sets where his intensity met her calm. Off-screen sparks flying through the 80s. Mad for him, charming. That lost orphan vibe, she gushed to people in 2019. On-off till 90, when she drew the line, marry or move on. He chose freedom. She chose flight. Warren Beatty followed. Reds, 1981, binding them in passion and politics. His charisma a whirlwind she rode, but never roped. To die for, she'd sigh, complex and captivating. 3 titans each pulling her close, then loose. Why no vows? Peel back. That high school boy calling her future wife sparked revulsion. I don't want that. Mother's shadow loomed larger. Dorothy's arts traded for aprons. A cautionary fade. She chose family over dreams. I couldn't, Diane confessed in 2022. Independence wasn't quirk. It was armor. Glad I never married. Would have lost me. No regrets voiced, but speculations swirl. Did Pacino's no sting longest? Reports claim late-night calls lingered, what-ifs unspoken. She built solo instead, adopting Dexter at 50, Duke at 55, no blueprint but boundless heart. Mother without the manual, grinning through PTA bafflement. Those boys? Her plot twist. Proof you don't need halves to feel full. Hollywood couldn't pin her. Too tall for ingenues, too tangential for bombshells, yet she owned the frame. Godfather, 1972, thrust her in. Kay Adams, outsider in mob shadows, gentleness cracking Michael's armor. Coppola cast the weird Broadway girl over stars. History nodded. Part 2 deepened it. Her abortion confession a gut-wrench. It was a son, Michael. I killed it because this must end. Door slammed, silence screaming the Empire's toll. 6 Oscars for the film, her quiet the moral pulse. Reds earned her another nod. Baby Boom, 1987, flipped her to fierce single mom, life-echoing art. Directing Unstrung Heroes, 1995, delicate, raw. Critics called it emotionally intelligent. Later, First Wives Club, 1996, roasting exes she never had. Something's Gotta Give, 2003, aging sexy at 57. Book Club Duo, 2018 to 2023, giggling through wine-fueled wisdom. Summer Camp, 2024, her beau, reuniting with pals Kathy Bates and Alfre Woodard in reunion chaos. Style sealed it. Fedora tilts, menswear swagger turning awkward to anthem. Ralph Lauren nods, her books, Furiously Happy 2017, blueprinting it. But whispers from set vets hint at toll. Typecasting chafed, health dips in 24 forcing script tweaks. She laughed it off, camera in hand, snapping LA corners like secrets. That offbeat pull? It magnetized oddness into destiny, proving flaws aren't fatal. They're fuel. Loyalty's edge cut deepest in her twilight. Woody's shadow stretched long. Post-Manhattan, 1979. They circled back for Manhattan Murder Mystery, 1993. Her last bow in his world. When Dylan's story reignited, Diane didn't flinch. 2018 tweet. Belief in his denial, urging folks to see what you think. 2023 interviews doubled down. Proud of the films, nuance over headlines. People are more than worst moments, she'd say, voice soft but sure. Backlash brewed. X Threads in 2024 branded her enabler, tying to canceled collabs. Unverified tales float. Private notes to Woody post-2020 memoir, hinting twinges of doubt. Reports suggest she pondered it late. Insiders murmur, but nothing confirmed. Just speculation feeding the fire. Her circle shrank. Close with Bette Midler, brilliant, extraordinary. Jane Fonda, spark of life. But public sightings dwindled. December 2024. First Christmas, single drops. Her voice warbling festive warmth. First solo track, a